Tell you what, my heart just sank. I didn't know what was wrong with him.
I've come up with a plan. I've broken my door handle off the caravan. Right, if I told you the last 48 hours have been fun, I'd be lying to you. Got the exhaust brake on, four-wheel drive, low range.
Proudly brought to you by iCheck TPMS.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. We're just vanning at Sue. Where are you? We're, we got to leave before it's too late, I reckon.
We do have to leave before it's too late. So as it looks picturesque at the moment, more rain is predicted, very heavy rain tomorrow and Monday. If we don't get out today, I don't think we will get out.
No, and that wouldn't be a problem. But where we're parked, we have a canopy of trees here. See that? So the van is over here, and the styling needs to face that way, according to our neighbours.
And again, that wouldn't be an issue if we were just travelling, but I've got a work day after tomorrow, so we need to have Starlink.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be able to get out, and then that's when the stress levels kick in. I mean, beautiful. You wouldn't think so. Look at this. Blue skies. Look how beautiful this would have been. We did show you a little bit last week. We were supposed to stay up for 3 days and get out of here late tomorrow afternoon. Could have put the boat in. This is part of the Inskip sort of estuary, sort of big estuary here. And that would have been pretty cool. Look at the great spot we had here. The fire pit just over here. Look, we had it all planned out. Here we go. Right. All hitched up, airbags done. So you've just got to guide me through this little section here.
Just watch on the way out because there's that little hut there, and then he's just already pinching the tree, which I tried to guide him past. So that's going to leave some pinstripes.
So we're going to watch the trees, and we're just going to do this slow and steady. Well, that tree was there yesterday.
It was there yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Still there today.
Oh, come on, old man. Oh, I caught those trees. Oh, shivers. I caught those trees. Bob, settle down, mate.
He's chasing after the branches.
Okay, we're just going to get around this little tree here now. So this is where you're going to have to guide me, dear.
Alright. This is the part we're really worried about. It's very wet and slippery when we came through earlier. So I'm going to stand up here and try and guide him out. Slow and steady.
It's quite dark in these tree canopies. I've got the exhaust brake on, four-wheel drive, low range, just to try and keep it flowing. That's all we want, just to keep it flowing. Around these trees.
Just watching the caravan on that far tree. Yep, he's good. Beautiful driving. Alright, so this is the part just to guide him through the trees over here. Slow and steady. Yep. Come on through. This is the part he's super worried about. I'm just going to get well out the way.
Basically just letting the car do the work. Holy moly. Going over these spoons. This is it here. So we're just going to let the car, it actually has dried up really well. So we're just going to let the car, we don't want to touch the brakes because that's when we're going to lose control. At least that's what I'm saying to myself. Please don't have a go at me. I'm just letting it, oh, you see there guys. What happened there is I just slotted into these old, someone else's tracks.
That's good. Oh, my heart.
Yeah, just letting the car do the work. So far, oh, tyres are turned, we're going nowhere. Right, we threw the cars through the main stuff over the spoon. Now we got to go a little left. That. Right, up and over, up and over. Mate, like a boss. Don't slide, man. Don't you slide. Yes, we made it out. Well, we've made it over that little part that I was really worried about. Now I'll just crawl through the water crossing. Yes, look. Oh, there's some scratches on the van. Oh well.
There's a heavy load upon my back. No way to throw it off. For a second I believe it's gone.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Well, I do know I'm a little bit of an anxious person. Most people probably wouldn't make such a mountain out of a molehill. But, yeah. Derek
Oh, I
does
was
it.
nervous. Don't get me wrong. Going down like that slippery section, like
I
if
think-
you lost control with 9 ton,
Yeah.
you're just gonna slide. But there was a runaway section there. Like maybe we would have got scratches on the car and stuff. But
And I don't think we would have been so nervous if we hadn't slid down it this morning. It's where to from here. So
I don't actually know.
let's get through to the little town
yeah.
up the road and we'll jump onto the internet.
We don't have service here, so head towards Maryborough, which is about 40 minutes, maybe less than that from where we are, and that's why we can decide from there where we're going to go.
I'm on top of the world. But eventually my spirit breaks. Can't get the final word.
The plan for this trip was to try and find new campsites that we hadn't visited before, but obviously leaving
So late.
we're coming up to a good old trusty campsite that we know we absolutely
Well-
love and adore.
Well, we tried everywhere. Everywhere was booked because fair enough, it's school holidays, and maybe it's something we should have looked at. But where we were, we couldn't get any internet, so it made it really hard to load and try and phone without the signal dropping in and out. So we came out into, we could only get reception when we got into Maryborough, and by then it was, I don't know, 3:45. We rung around, and and we went on to websites and it's fully booked. So we rung up our trusty old Trinity Island, and Nora, the lovely Nora Trinity Island, reckons they got an unpowered site available. So we just said we're gonna go for the one night and then regroup. At least we can have a campfire tonight, which will be quite nice.
I feel like I need a campfire and maybe just a cold glass of wine just to relax.
Yeah, relax. And then tomorrow we're going to regroup and then we'll take off and see. We're waiting on some posts to arrive in Harvey Bay as well, so we can't disappear too far away.
There is nothing we can do to stop this wave from breaking through.
Right, Trinity Island, site number 36, unpowered. I'm wasting no time getting this fire going and keep warm. We won't do too much filming here because we've come here several times. What I'll do is I'll drop in links in below in the description on the previous 2 episodes we've done here. Great place to fish. You can go down and actually fish on the river, which is down the back. In those videos we show you, caught some nice bream. And you can, all the sites are pretty much on the lake here. So what a spot. Not a breath of wind. Sue's walking Bobby. He's been very patient today. I'm about to unpack some beers in the fridge, and then we're going to grab the chairs, sit around that fire, have a good yarn, and hopefully it must be the rain coming with that band of weather there. Hopefully I've done a great job and that doesn't go out. Alright, so you've just gotten back from walking Bobby. What have I done here? Look at this.
Man, a beautiful fire.
Hello.
I've got a glass of wine.
But-
It's been an awesome evening.
But what's happened?
Well,
What's happened, Mr. Man?
Bob shot off running and frothing at the mouth, and I absolutely panicked.
I thought it was a cane toad.
Yep, and then Derek found.
I'll go and grab it so we can just show you what's happened. don't know if it's our fault or anything like that.
Well,
But
no,
what is this thing?
it's one of those bangle glow sticks that the kids wear.
All right. So, what have we learnt to when we arrive at a camp?
Have a look.
Because I found this one, to be fair, and I found another one lying on the ground. So, not blaming anyone. Obviously, the right thing to do was to pick it up, but it's easy to miss something like that, isn't
We
it?
didn't see it.
You know, like we all make mistakes, but
So yeah, we've rinsed Bobby's mouth out and we've had him drink some water.
he's eaten some dinner.
I've given him some dinner, so hopefully he'll be okay.
It just doesn't seem to end the problems, does it?
Tell you what, my heart just sunk. I didn't know what was wrong with him. He was just frothing.
Like proper frothing. So what I said to Sue in that time, because it was panicky, ring an emergency vet and just tell them what's happened. But Sue jumped online. I know Google is not the answer to everything, and it said rinse his mouth out. He just pierced the plastic on that glow stick, so only a little bit has gone, sort of that taste in his mouth, and I think his body was just telling him to get rid of it, sort of thing. That's why the frothing was there. That happened about 20 minutes ago, so we'll keep an eye on him, but it seems like he'll be okay, I hope.
Take it down.
All right, we're leaving beautiful Trinity Islands. The rig's looking dirty, but we're moving on. You can see by the cloud that rain is, they're saying something like 25 to 30 mils of rain.
Oh, that's like a flood.
So we're turning left out of this and we're going, guess where? Burrum Shores, baby.
Ooh, another firm favourite.
From here, I'm so tired of running away from fear, waiting for the fire to take us on.
You've called AMP. Please leave a message.
Derek doing work from the car.
There we go, there. Just hit some buttons.
Or just face it, break it off, or let it take us. And if we're gonna make it,
We've arrived at the beautiful Burrum Shores and we're staying on what they call Big Tree or One Creek, which is a little island in the centre. I had to swap over. I can only drive certain distances in the car, and when it comes to parking, Derek's your man.
Right, here we go. We have got a beautiful spot here at Burrum Shores. Bar the One Tree, it's called. Sometimes being on the coast is not always the answer because of the wind. So we're at the back here.
Easily done. There you go. That's perfect. So it parked up here, which is quite good because there's going to be some rain. We don't want to be down there in the mud. Front and back. We actually lost 2 chocks, didn't we?
Oh, we did. So now what I've got to do is I've got to use my logs, my firewood.
Well, you know, everything needs to have 2 purposes.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
Oh, there's just a beautiful little chill,
Oh no.
but it's not cold enough for a jumper.
No, you just gotta keep moving around,
Oh,
right?
slow down. You're gonna pull something.
Right, if I told you the last 48 hours have been fun, I'd be lying to you. Look at this place. This place is absolutely swamped. I'm so glad we got out of that camp when we did. But we got problems with power because it's been a while since we've been on power. We've got to get the stoler blanket out while we the sun is out, and we've got more dramas, but we're going to get this out. I also had to make a real executive decision yesterday, and I had to go and buy a generator, because while there are powered sites at Burrum, well, unfortunately we couldn't get it. Why? Because it was out, fully booked out. This place is really popular. So I didn't want to have to pack up today, go try find a caravan park to plug into power, and then sort of come back here. Now I've got power going in. So what I've done is, what's nice about this EnerDrive system with the ePro, that big white ePro, the Combi, is you can actually dial the amount of charge you want. So got the Jenny, got a Honda, check this out. There it is. So this is our power system at the back of our caravan. This ePro Combi, you can actually dial down. You can see I've got it at just under 50% charge. So instead of charging at 120 amps, which would make the generator scream, I've gone inside. I'll actually show you. Here's just a little tip what I like about this, to be honest. Before I even say anything, I'm not a 12-volt engineer or anything like that. So, but what I can say to you is on this little panel, I hope you can see, if I click on this and that, I've dialed it down to only 40% of the inverter charging. If I dial that up to 100%, which will be 120 amps, generator would scream. But the system we've got is split. So we got solar, blanket, and then AC. So I'm getting 108 amps in overall. So we were at about 51% this morning when we woke up, and it had been charging from the sun a little bit from this morning. It says I only got 3 hours left and I'm fully charged. So only really going to run that Jenny for about 3 hours. There's no sign of any cloud cover around, so we utilize that sun as much as we can. But in all this mayhem, I've gone and done myself a mischief here. I've broken my door handle off the caravan. So there's one part of it down here. Sorry about that. That's because we've been drying our feet, and the other piece is upstairs, up the top there. But even though it was my mistake, I've called up Titanium, and this is one of the we always rave on about their after sales. They've already put one whole handle assembly in the post up to Harvey Bay. So yes, we could have turned around, driven all the way back to the service centre of North Brisbane, now the new service centre, and the guys there could have done it for me, but it literally is just 2 screws, put the handle on, can't be that difficult. All right, a few days later, I've come up with a plan. We have not been able to cook decently for the last few weeks. We're always burning something. And what I really wanted to do, the weather has really started to turn it on here, is rotisserie a piece of meat over my fire. Because I've got our new door handle, I've got to put that on. But I've come up with a plan, and you might laugh at me, but I hope it's going to work. I bought myself one of these from Bunnings for about 40 bucks, I think it was. And then got myself 2 spikes. Now you're going to laugh because you're going to say that's wood, but don't worry, I've taken stuff out the box so I don't look like an idiot, and I think this may work. Put a spike either side, you can see how much higher it is. Now we're not going to be making a bonfire. I've thought outside the box, and see, I've screwed one bracket to the other side, and then I'm going to screw the motor. The motor actually works on batteries. And then if I knock these into the ground, look how high it is, and knock it down a bit, make the fire, and I reckon I'm onto something here. Right, I'm kicking goals today. New locks on the caravan door. Have a look. That's better. Make sure I don't break this one. But I've put together this thing, and I tell you what, if you thought up until now this ain't gonna work, well, I'll make sure we don't burn my spikes, but have a go at this. Hey, I reckon that's high enough. And then it's battery operated. I don't know if you can see it turning. Yes, Derek. Okay, let's get this fire going. Because I think, like I said, we're going to need a bit of heat. Get it cranking, we'll load it up, get these coals going.
My favorite part about beach walks are releasing Bobby off his leash. He's just a maniac. Check this out. They always say you pack your camera away too soon.
Yeah.
Because the sun has set.
Absolutely beautiful.
Phenomenal. Bobby's in his winter coat. Mate? Got your winter coat?
Not a breath of wind.
You can't ask for better weather.
Oh, it is stunning. My meat's going very well. That's the main thing. Let's not burn it, baby.
Not tonight, and you're going to crack a tinny. I know you have.
Crack a tinny, not I have.
You feel like summer days to me, warm, tender, sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all when we meet.
What do we got here? Charcoal grill, gas grill, smoker, air fryer, hob, other. What do you think it's going to be? We don't want to muck us up.
Charcoal.
You're going to go charcoal. Okay. And we want it medium, eh? Lamb.
Yep, medium.
Click on it. Start. 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 So,
There's an app for everything.
this thing, I've mentioned it before. We've had this now for 2-3 years. It's called a meter. Or, yeah, meter.
Meter.
You can buy them at, like, I've seen them at some butchers and barbecues galore. I think I bought mine. They are quite expensive, but what is nice about this is it reads internal and temperature of, say, inside your Weber or your smoker. And if you're rotisserie it, there's no cable for it. So you have to, like, you can just go and you recharge it on its little station over there. And you put that next to the fire and it Bluetooths it. And then you set it up on your phone. And I tell you what, when we are cooking like this and a chicken or anything like that, this hits it pretty spot on.
To stop the run and be the lucky one. Picture frames like
So just when you think things are going perfectly smoothly, yeah, and the Joe's fanning at camp, we've run out of gas in the Weber. But we've come up with another little thing. Fortunately, I carry. So first, a lot of you ask us where and what fire pit we use. We have been running this fire pit now for about 2 to 3 years, and we bought it from BCF. But they also sell the grill section, which I bought like about a year ago. And what I've done is I've grabbed it out, put it on, and look, potatoes are going. We've still got the fire going for the meat. The meat is rolling beautifully, but I have noticed we have a slight problem here. I don't know if this picks it up, but hang on. It starts to undo itself. So I need to fix that right now before we lose our meat, because we're on the final, what do you call it? The
final stretch.
The final stretch here of cooking dinner tonight, so we don't want to trip on the last hurdle.
Within this romance, I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one.
Here we go. Hello. A little bit of gravy.
And Derek thinks corn's a vegetable. Drop in the comments below if you think corn is a vegetable or a high veg. But the lamb came up beautifully. The potatoes are beautiful. Good job, love.
Sue's made a bit of gravy, and it is now 9:05. So the next camp we're off to is, what is it called?
It's Eureka.
Eureka Station
In about
Stay,
1.5
just outside
kilometres,
of
turn left onto
Childers,
Barnheads Road.
Brandy. So we're not actually far. So we've turned off the Bruce Highway onto, what's it, Eureka
Station Road.
Station Road, and it's about 2.5 k's off the Bruce Highway. So you're not detouring far off the Bruce Highway. So it's a great little stop. We're doing a one-nighter here, but my excitement heading more north, like we mentioned, yeah, it's uncontrollable. I'm really enjoying heading more north. So today is a ripping day of, you know, I saw earlier it was up to 25 degrees here up in Queensland, so amazing.
Good love backing her in here. Good, good, good.
Top spot. So I will admit, we are honest people. You come in here, you gotta be very wary of the trees. There are a lot of trees, but we're not moaning about it. But what we're trying to say is, just got to be careful. We went all the way down, did a U-bowl, came all the way back out, and we managed to pick up this spot here. And basically the lady said when you arrive, you can camp wherever there's a fire pit. So they obviously supply fire pits, but so we've chosen this one. There's a few people in the back there. There's someone over there. But what is nice, how much was it?
It was $18 per adult per night.
So $36. No power, no water to your van, but I believe there is water here.
There is drinking water. There's also toilets, showers. There's a beautiful swimming pool area, and there's also a barbecue area as well.
Yeah, so they do offer a little bit for, you know, what is it, 36 bucks. Oh, there's bins.
There are bins, yep.
But it looks like we've got ourselves a great spot. I've managed to level out. It does. I've actually lifted on this side. So, yeah, we might have to put a little stool there because the van is sitting quite high.
Is it? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This step here is going to catch you. I hope. Okay, so one of the things that caught my eye about this camp is this sort of man-made, that you would think, hey, little rock.
Call it a swimming pond.
Swimming pond. And it obviously caught Sue's eye. And it caught my eye because it's something different, hey?
It is, it looks gorgeous.
So before it gets too chilly, we're going to head over and then we'll take Bobby on a bit of a walk. What a great pool. But come over here. How's that going?
It's a beautiful pool and it's between 25 and 28 degrees today. But I've got to admit, that is too cold to be enjoyable.
So you have swum the Tunnel Creek along the Gibb River Road.
I've swum, I swam everywhere.
Kangaroo Island.
Kangaroo Island.
And you reckon this is cold?
This is the coldest water I have ever swum in Australia. So we're keeping a close eye on these sandwiches because we don't want to burn them. But this is going to be a wrap of this episode. For everyone who has come along on our journey and followed us so far, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't yet done so, please scan the code down below. I think it's there. Hit a like and a subscribe and come along for the journey. It's a small way that you can support our channel. From Derek, Bobby and myself, have a great week.